Hello, my loves, and welcome back to the Can't Stop Talking podcast. I was just scrolling on TikTok during my workday. Whoops. And I came across this incredible video that made me stop my scroll. And I was like, this is why I was scrolling on TikTok during my workday because I had to see this video. And because I saw this video, I then wrote a piece of content and had to record this podcast episode because I know it's going to help so many of you. And what this video showed is how to really blow up on social media and increase your sales by doing this one thing. And it's so freaking simple. So I needed to stop everything I was doing and create this podcast for you. So in the TikTok video I saw, it was a video of Strawberry Milk Mob who creates bathing suits. And I actually just bought one of her bathing suits. I'm so excited. It's coming in the mail. But basically, in the video, she said she used to curate really perfect videos on TikTok. And that's why she started her TikTok to promote her business. So she would curate videos where they were perfectly edited. She looked great and she was just selling her bikinis and they never did well. And she literally said it wasn't until she just started filming and acting like herself and being funny and showing her personality and wearing her bikinis that her videos started to blow up. And what she realized is people do not want to be directly sold to, right? And what I see from this is the trend of where everything is going in social media, especially with TikTok. But what I see missing and lacking from so many people in the industry is they are just becoming this robotic business CEO and they are not showing their personality. And at the end of the day, humans buy from humans. This is why, if we look at society, the people who are making the most money from social media are the people who are showing their personality. Alex Earl had the same revelation. She was like, I was posting TikToks for 3 years, and it wasn't until I showed this TikTok of my acne that people started to listen. And then she realized, oh, wait, people don't want to see my perfect TikToks. If you go back, you'll see she has like perfect TikToks. And that's when she started showing her personality. She started showing the fact that her room is disgusting and that she goes out every night and she's hungover. And the reason we want to watch is because we feel like she is our legit best freaking friend. And then on top of that, she's getting paid $70,000 for each brand deal because we feel like she's our friend. So when she's selling us something, even though we don't know we're being sold to, we're like, oh, wait, hell yeah, I'm going to buy that. It feels like my friend just called me and she's like, I just tried this new product. You need to try it. And obviously, I'm going to trust my friend, right? So, what is missing from your content is that no like and trust factor. I've seen this with myself too. Once I started showing up and explaining to people that I love drinking. I love partying. I'm usually hungover, right, on the weekends. I cannot spell for effing shit, but I was still able to, build this company. And I love Jersey Shore. I usually wear pajamas. I'm always in a sweatshirt. Like, once I started showing my personality to my community, that's when my sales literally skyrocketed. And the funniest part is I have so many clients who do not drink, but they say to me, because I know people are afraid to like, come out of the closet with the fact that they like drinking and that's not spiritual, or maybe the fact that I just, did a TikTok and said a revelation I had from a weed gummy, right? And so I know a lot of people are scared to show these things online because of what people are think, or they might, stop them from getting sales. I actually have a lot of clients that do not drink and said, because you were able to show up as your most authentic self online, I am too. And so even though they don't drink, they respect the fact that I do because I'm showing me. I'm showing all of me. This is me. And I went to a retreat a couple months ago and people were like, oh my God, you are literally the same person online as you are offline. And that was the best compliment ever because I take pride in that, right? I'm not showing you guys a side of myself or else it would be inauthentic. You would feel my fakeness. And then I'm not getting offline and being a completely different person. This is me through and through. And so I want to ask you, where have you become this robotic business robot where you're just trying to sell something, you're not showing who you are, you're not showing your best qualities, and people don't actually know you? Because I guarantee if you add this one thing into your business and you just start showing your personality, everything's going to change. I remember I literally was celebrating my mastermind launch. It was the last day of the mastermind launch. I had gotten 4 women in. I really wanted to get 5 people in. And I was like, I'm just going to go to Chick-fil-A and celebrate the fact that I got 4 women in. I was so happy. I went to Chick-fil-A and I was like, I'm not getting the fries. And then I literally check out at Chick-fil-A and I'm like, fuck, I wanted fries. So then I went across the street. I went to McDonald's and I got fries. And I was like, this is hilarious. I need to set up my, camera and tell the story about how I'm celebrating my mastermind launch and how I told myself I wasn't going to get fries and I still did. And so I set up my camera. I showed all the food I was about to eat and I just talked to the camera as if they were my best friends. And there was no point in me that was like, this is going to sell someone. I just thought it was funny and I wanted to talk about it. So after I got off my stories and I'm just, chilling, eating my food, relaxing, I get a DM from someone and they're like, how can I work with you? And I was like, oh, there's a couple hours left to join my mastermind. She was like, done. She was like, I never felt so connected to someone and paid that fast. And I absolutely know it's not because of what I was saying in my sales copy, it's because of who I was being. And I was showing me and all of me, right? And so I see these days, and myself included, sometimes, we get stuck in the trap of like, what's the best thing to say that will sell? What's the best piece of content? How can I make this look more perfect? How can I make this look better? You know, and we compare and we scroll and we look at everyone else's stuff in order to create one piece of content for your own brand. Have you ever gone on your stories and you're like, oh, I'm going to create a story today. And then it takes you a whole hour because you're looking at everyone else's stories and seeing what you're like. Or you sit down to write content and it's taking you forever because you are, same thing, scrolling, comparing, looking at everyone else's content for what you should say. What if instead you were like, whatever comes to my mind, I'm going to freaking do it, right? What if instead you were like, how can I show my audience more of me and who I am? How can I show up more authentic today, right? Because at the end of the day, the reason that Alex Earl is gaining so many followers by the second is because she shows us everything, right? She is insane online and it's the best thing ever. And so, same with this business. She literally said she had the most perfect freaking post, Strawberry Milk Mob, and they were not performing. And it wasn't until she just showed her personality that her bikini started selling off the shelves. And why people don't do this is they're like, that's too easy. I just have to be myself and I'll get paid. I just have to pay. I get paid to exist. Like that sounds insane. But the truth is, yes, right? People just want to feel worthy of being themselves. They want permission to be themselves. And by you being yourself, you are giving everyone else the permission to be themselves. In this coaching industry, one of my favorite accounts to follow is the Content Queen. And why she does so freaking well is because she tells it as it is, right? She creates posts every day just saying her real live thoughts. She lets us know that she smokes weed. She lets us, she says things like um, foreplay and, wet dreams and whatever she says. I have no idea. I'm like making stuff up, but she says everything just as it is. And it's so funny because if you look at her page, you're like, she is making so much freaking money, but it doesn't seem as though she has to convince anyone or she's trying as hard as everyone else, right? She's just being her goddamn self. And so something I'm taking with me, something I already implement, but I'm going to turn the notch up is how can you be more yourself, right? What do you love that you're embarrassed about? Or what do you just want to tell your audience? Like, I just go through it. What shows do you love? I love Jersey Shore, right? I love going on vacation. I love drinking with my friends. I love food. Like, how can you show more of you and let them into your life and just pick up your phone? This is huge. Pick up your phone and act like you're talking to your best friend on FaceTime. That is going to change your branding. And don't be someone you're not. Because I hear so many people like, Sam, you have such a bubbly, big personality. I'm not like you. Okay, great. But you don't want my soulmate clients, right? You want soulmate clients who get you. And so if you're not like that, if you're more sassy or if you're more spicy, go online and tell your real thoughts. Tell it how it is. Say how you would talk to your best friend, right? Just say whatever comes to mind. It's going to resonate, and people are really, really going to feel that. And so I hope that this episode really opened your mind. I think that a lot of the time people shy away from doing this because they think it's too easy. And I talk about this all the time. We think that's too easy. I can't believe showing my real self is going to get me sales. Showing my real self, people are going to want to pay me for that. But the truth is, it gets to be freaking easy. We've been programmed to think that everything needs to be hard and hard work. In reality, as you can see these days with social media, it gets to be so much easier, right? It gets to feel like a dream, honestly. Like that's what it feels like for me. So I want you to ask yourself, if I could say anything today, if I can show up in any way, if I can, you know, just post something on the first try. Like, for example, last week I was recording myself in my bikini tanning, and this alarm kept beeping and it stopped my video. And I could have been like, oh, I'm going to retake that. I was like, no, I wrote on there, watch the end. Watch my face at the end as I get pissed that this car is beeping, and people were loving it, right? The other thing that's going to happen is your engagement's going to go up because people are going to keep responding to the things that you're posting because they're going to laugh at it, they're going to relate to it, they're going to love it. And so get out there, post exactly what comes to mind, tag me in it, send it to me, message me once you do it, watch your sales go up, watch your engagement go up, watch your videos blow up, because that is the secret sauce. You, my love, are the secret sauce. I love you. Have the best day ever. And message me if this video helped. Rate this video, rate this podcast. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore, but yeah. And if you want to be in my world, I have my membership, which is $25 a month. Next month is all going to be about sales. The price will be going up soon. Or I have my signature course, Dream Business Accelerator. It's my baby. It's the Bible. It's the best thing in the whole world for scaling your business with ease. And then I have my mastermind one-on-one coaching. So just message me and we'll talk and we'll chat. I love you so, 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 so much. Have the best day ever.